Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Well, it's time for your daily update in the continuing saga of, yes, that's right, the Solvent Trap. So we're going to spend just a couple minutes today talking about the ATF refuses to take our solvent traps. Okay, before we get rolling, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button down below. If you want to stay up to date on issues related to your Second Amendment rights or these solvent traps, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Click the little bell logo if you want to be notified when we post new videos. And most importantly, let's keep the comments and discussions coming. I do want to start hearing about some of your experiences around the country. I know a lot of you have been watching these videos from various places in the country. We've been talking about how the ATF gives us different answers on different days, and so I definitely want to start hearing about some of your experiences. Okay, let's do a quick little historical perspective, and we'll try to make this really quick. As we know, a bunch of you went out and purchased solvent traps. You bought them from companies such as Diversified Machine and other places. Some of you didn't do anything with them. Some of you converted them into suppressors but didn't do any paperwork, and some of you actually jumped through all the correct legal hoops. Didn't matter which category you were in. The ATF, as we know, sent everybody a nasty little letter recently saying, hey, you're all in violation of federal law, and we need you to turn those in. Now, that started a panic spree around the country. I started getting contacted by several individuals, and for those of you who've been following the other videos, you know that I have been ping-ponging around the country talking to various agents for the ATF, including their executive council, and most recently have finally started dealing with a local field agent here in the Puget Sound region. Now, the updates that I'm going to be giving you today is as of Saturday afternoon, approximately 1 p.m., January 29th, 2022. This is what the state of affairs is. As you know, I've been working with a client. We call him Aaron. Aaron, back in 2016, bought some parts from Diversified Machine, milled them all out, converted them into a suppressor, but jumped through all the appropriate channels, filled out his Form 1, paid his tax stamp, got ATF approval. Everything was honky-dory until he received the letter. We then contacted corporate counsel on behalf of Aaron, who told us that, hey, it didn't matter that he jumped through all those hoops. The problem was with Diversified Machine. Diversified Machine screwed Aaron by not getting approval to make the parts. Aaron should have filled out a Form 4, not a Form 1. It's going to come off the registry, and he needed to turn it in. Terrible news for Aaron, who had jumped through all of these hoops, and as I'm sure the ATF was going to refund him that $200 tax stamp. We finally got a hold of perhaps the most helpful person at the ATF, and I do want to commend Agent Montana, who has been incredibly responsive, who told us just a couple of days ago, and you saw this on the video, that for people such as Aaron, as long as they had a completed Form 1, that was the end of it for them. He just wanted to see the Form 1. He was not asking for these people to surrender this. He was not asking for evidence of the item's destruction, which had also been an option given in that letter. Now, during the time that I was finally negotiating this down for Aaron, another gentleman called me. We're going to call him Matthew. And Matthew has done exactly what Aaron did, also in 2016. He did it on 4 separate occasions. He bought all sorts of components. He actually assembled 4 separate suppressors. He filled out 4 Form 1s, paid 4 tax stamps, got 4 approvals, and he too was now being said, sorry, you got to turn all of these in. I contacted Agent Montana on his behalf as well. Agent Montana told me the same thing. Send me all 4 of those Form 1s. If they all check out, as far as I'm concerned, that's done. Now remember, I asked Agent Montana to reconcile this with Mr. Tibbetts, corporate counsel for ATF, and the response I got from Agent Montana was, hey, I'm in charge of enforcing this measure out here in this area. This is how I'm choosing to enforce it. As of yesterday, Friday evening, I sent Aaron's 1 Form 4 and Matthew's 4 Form 4s to Agent Montana via separate emails, and have received confirmation today from Agent Montana that he has accepted them, and as far as he is concerned, the matter for both Aaron and Matthew at this point is closed. Now, again, and I'll put the disclaimer here, this is the experience that we're having for a certain category of individuals based upon what a field agent is telling us here in the Seattle, Washington area on January 29, 2022. You may be experiencing something entirely different. And I do encourage you to contact local counsel. I do encourage you to have a dialogue with your local ATF agents to see how best to resolve this. Now, as I mentioned, there are 3 categories of individuals, 2 of which I'm not too worried about. Those who purchased these solvent traps and didn't do anything with them, I really just think ATF wants the parts back. Those who purchased them, converted them, but did all the appropriate paperwork, jumped through every legal loophole there was, and got your ATF approval, in the instances that I've had direct involvement, those people are more than good. They're actually being allowed to keep those components. Now, for those of you who bought these things and milled them out and didn't do the ATF paperwork, you're the category of individual I most worry about. And you are ones that I do believe you definitely should contact local counsel to figure out what the next best move is for you. Listen, you may have more questions about these solvent traps or anything related to your Second Amendment rights. And if you do, don't ever hesitate to contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com. Or, of course, you call us directly at 425-765-0487. Now, remember, part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.